Show 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer by the age of 70, and doctors are trying to lower the odds by spreading awareness. Staff at Coastal Skin Surgery and Dermatology offered a free skin cancer screening this afternoon for Melanoma Monday. Dermatologists recommend wearing sunscreen every day, rain or shine, and reapplying every 90 minutes. They say you should get checked for suspicious areas you can't see, like on your scalp and back.
The areas you can see, we really want to monitor. So things you could even look for at home. We want to look for any new dark mole, any mole that's changing, any mole that now has multiple colors or looks very black or has an irregular border. Those are things you want to call your dermatologist about.
Dermatologists say you can even get a sunburn while driving.
Authority. Here is meteorologist Tyler Allender.
Well, it's pretty active out there with showers and thunderstorms getting going on this Sunday afternoon. And you'll see as we take a little closer look at some of the rain, it's coming down pretty hard now into Funiac Springs with some rumbles of thunder moving in from the east and the northeast down into Niceville. Storm moving right over you into eastern Okaloosa County. South Walton, Rosemary Beach over towards Seacrest and Point Washington. Pretty good rumbles of thunder here. The worst is now moving offshore Panama City Beach. But let's see if we can draw a little box in this area and see how much lightning just in that area over the course of the last 5 or 10 minutes. We've had about 16 lightning strikes, so we've seen a decrease actually in the lightning strikes the last little bit. And then over toward East Bay, Callaway, Parker, and just in the Weewa area, we're seeing some pretty good downpours as well. Not everybody has seen the rain, but there have been scattered and numerous showers and storms as expected for today. And you notice this plume of moisture up across the peninsula of Florida continues to move up generally our way, and almost a little twirl in the atmosphere, and that's going to instigate some more storms as we go into tomorrow and really at any time for the next couple of days. Before the rain came today, the gator out at Gator Lake, St. Andrews State Park, looking for some water to try to refresh himself from some of the warm summer heat that we had out there. And right now across our area, we're enjoying not much of a view. It's pretty cloudy out there with temperatures in the 70s, a little bit of sunshine in some spots, but we're generally seeing mostly cloudy skies. So some of those storms are going to pop up and continue to pop up at any time. Tonight, tomorrow, and maybe even Tuesday, there's a pretty good chance to see some rain. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. Highs tomorrow in the low to mid 80s, generally a little closer to 80 because we're going to have more clouds and some showers and storms popping up. So let's give you an idea. The rain kind of breaks off in a few hours. We'll see a break in the rain this evening, but then more rain could develop into the overnight hours. Again, we're just sort of in a tropical air mass, so we're not going to see that normal range and storms just in the afternoon and evening. It could come at any time going into tonight, tomorrow, and even Tuesday. Still a little bit on the unsettled side, that's for sure. As we head toward the middle part of the week, we should get back to more of your afternoon and evening variety of storms. And as a result, rainfall totals will depend on where you are. As a whole, a lot of us will see some rain. If you get under some of those heavier downpours, you'll end up with 1, 2, 3 inches of rain in no time. Like Lynn Haven, Ken in the Hawks Landing area had 2.5 inches of rain in about 30 minutes. So that's the type of stuff that we're going to be encountering the next 24 to 48 hours. Rain chances a little bit lower toward the middle and latter part of the week. To give you an idea, the rain chances for tonight and tomorrow morning, again, we might see a little break later on this evening before those rain chances climb again after midnight. So for tonight, temperatures in the 70s. The rumbles are going to continue. Tomorrow, we'll see highs in the low to mid 80s. Don't be surprised if you hear the thunderstorms from time to time. And we're going to keep those rain chances a little elevated through Monday and into Tuesday, and then we'll drop off the rain chances just a little bit, but still have rain around each day as we head toward the middle and latter part of the week. So more or less, it looks a lot like summer on the 7-day forecast. Highs in the low to mid 80s, lows in the 70s. The one thing the storms do, it sort of caps off our heat, and we see little in the way of 90-degree temperatures anytime soon.
Right, and as you were saying before, we were having rumblings above our roof for the, well, they kind of stopped now for a little bit.
But it was pretty loud there for a while.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if anybody at home could hear what was going on here.
It wasn't my stomach either.
Oh boy, maybe it was mine, but thank you, Tyler.
Welcome back. We have the new executive chef from the Henderson Beach Resort, Chef Gary Palm here. The guy's been all over the world, and he's cooked for, well, I'm going to guess for just about every country that we can think of. China, Indonesia,
Korea, India, France, Monaco.
And the country of Chicago, which you just recently have come from. And Chef, you're making this fisherman stew. We're talking about Father's Day stuff. And I have to tell you, you let me take a sip of the broth. Nectar of the gods.
It's incredible.
It is amazing.
It's very, very good. It's got all the flavors, you know, obviously with all the fresh seafood and everything, and the great ingredients. It's Mother Nature at its best.
And you brought it all here for us to show us how to put it together. Of course, you make it look easy. But if somebody did want to make this for their dad on Father's Day, the best idea would be to just go to the Henderson Beach Resort.
Exactly, because they're going to have this as one of their special menu items. Now, tell me about the seafood that you have here.
Okay, you have mussels, clams, shrimp. We also have lobster in here.
Wow.
And then the broth is actually made from white wine and shrimp reduction.
Okay.
And then it'll have fresh basil, parsley, salt, 2 different kinds of salt, one black salt, one white.
And this is imported, right?
Yeah, this I actually brought in my suitcase for when I was back in Bali in Indonesia.
Amazing.
That is amazing. And black salt. So is that, you were saying, higher iodine content?
No, actually, it's not as strong, but it enhances the flavor of the seafood. And in Indonesia, especially in Bali, they use it a lot with the grilling of the fish right on the beach.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah. Now, this is one of the specials you'll be featuring on Father's Day.
For sure, for sure. So I just wanted to add a little bit of salt, and then I have my little magical for pepper.
Oh, I like that.
Wait a minute.
Fresh ground pepper.
That might be a good Father's Day gift right
I
there.
know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then what I wanted to do is just scoop a little over the top. And you can see we have octopus in there, we have the broth, we have cherry tomatoes.
And people should not be afraid of octopus. It sounds exotic, but...
It's absolutely superb.
Oh, Chef, that is amazing. And so I noticed you're putting that over. Does that help melt the Parmesan just a little bit?
Yep, just a little bit. And then I have a little bit of croutons that I made from bagels that we're going to put over the top. I just want to get a little more juice on there.
I just wish people could smell what we are smelling right now.
It smells so good,
It is
Chef.
heavenly.
And all the ingredients fresh, all the ingredients just amazingly delicious, but the combination is a work of art.
It is.
Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
Let's clean it up a little bit, and then we add our little croutons here
Oh my goodness.
that we made in our oven.
From bagels, you said.
They're
All
from
right.
bagels.
Okay, who would not want to eat this? I mean,
And
come
for
on.
Father's Day, amazing new executive chef at the Henderson Beach Resort, Chef Gary Palm, traveled the world to find his way here to
Thank
our
you,
area.
Chef.
And we're so happy that you brought
Thank
spoons.
you. Thank you, thank
Thanks
you,
a
thank
lot.
you.
Ryan,
Okay.
you know what? I'm just going to go right for the octopus.
Are you?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
Go for it.
Taste this.
Brian Michaels.
Well, folks, just one little shower, and we got a great view of it here from our downtown Perry Young Tower camera, coming down pretty heavy in just one little spot on 98 right around Tyndall here this morning. Otherwise, everybody else's skies are nice and clear. There were some showers and rumbles of thunder around Dothan and up into Alabama last night. But, well, maybe just down towards a light little shower there off towards 65 here this morning. The one that we're talking about is right here on the coastline. Very small in nature here for us. And, well, it's dropping just some brief heavy rains here at the time being. I think once we head into the next hour or so, we'll watch that little shower fall apart. 76 degrees in Panama City right now. You notice Tyndall's temperature is at 81 degrees. That's enough warmth to help to sustain the rising motion needed for that shower to live. We've got warm 80s out across the Gulf waters, and that's what's able to bubble up that little shower here this morning. But most of us with temperatures into the 70s onshore would watch that little shower kind of collapse as it worked its way on towards the coastline. So just because those temperatures are up into the 80s down around Tyndall, it's able to hang on and produce a little rain here at this hour. High temperatures today reached the 90s here in the Panhandle, or at least pretty close to it down across the immediate coastline. And if your thermometer doesn't get to the 90s, well, it's certainly going to feel like it outside with dew points in the mid-70s today. We'll have real feel values for a few hours this afternoon between about 98 and 103. Well, this afternoon, pretty much mostly to partly sunny skies. We'll watch a few more of those cumulus clouds develop as we head into the daytime, and a couple of them may produce a couple brief, quick-hitting showers. They should be fairly small in nature. Not expecting a whole lot of rain to really develop in this current situation that we've got right now. 20 to 30% chance at a shower or a thunderstorm. to try to cool you off from those 90s. High pressure's in place, dry air's in place, and that'll keep our rain chances down still tomorrow. But once we start to work our way into the weekend, we'll have a little help from a frontal boundary trying to work its way down into the south. We'll lose our area of high pressure. We'll saturate a little bit more of our mid-levels of the atmosphere, and so that'll lead towards a little bit more of a widespread shot at getting rain back into our afternoon forecast. So you'll notice your rain chances start to just slowly rise as we work our way into the weekend. Just back to that summery pattern. Most of your day is going to be quiet, maybe an hour's worth of rain expected once those rain chances start to return, even heading on into next week. Guys?
Chance of rain. If you are heading to the beach, your best bet to get wet will be early on in the day and then later in the day. So I think the middle of the day is sandwiched in some nice weather. Surf at 1 to 3 feet. Red flags could be flying though. You can see we go throughout the next several hours. We'll dry out. We'll see a couple showers near the coast and then working their way back toward the beaches as we head toward tomorrow afternoon. Sunday, a lot of the rain stays south of Highway 20 and I-10. So that's your most likely zone to get wet on Sunday, while some drier air begins to work in over inland areas. As far as the rain totals are concerned, just depends on if you get under a couple of those downpours this weekend. Some of you could get 1.5 inches, some of you barely any, some of you a few hundredths of an inch. Make sure you check out the Perseid meteor shower. It's peaking this weekend, especially if you look between midnight and dawn in the northeastern sky. There's not going to be any moonlight affecting the view either. The new moon, can't see it, and there could be as many as so that squashes and limits tropical development. Not to mention the water temperature is really cool still out there, relatively speaking, and so that tends to limit hurricane activity, and so let's hope that continues. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Rain chances right around 40% this weekend, a little higher perhaps Monday, so not too shabby this weekend.
Okay, shouldn't see any washouts this weekend.
No.
All right, Tyler, thank you.
All of the Democratic nominees for statewide office rallied in Orlando Friday as a show of unity. The 4 defeated Democratic candidates for governor also joined to rally behind Andrew Gillum. As Jake Stofan tells us, the candidate will need all the support he can get if Democrats hope to produce a blue wave in November.
Democrat Andrew Gillum bested his nearest rival by 45,000 votes.
We've got to redouble our efforts as we go forward.
But turnout hardly suggested a blue wave.
Despite Gillum's ability to turn out unexpected voters and the highest voter turnout in a primary election in 16 years, Republican voters still outnumbered Democrats by more than 100,000.
And the Republican race wasn't close, with Ron DeSantis polling nearly twice as many votes as Gillum, thanks to an endorsement by the president and fewer candidates.
The president can reach out, put his hand on the shoulder of a man, and make him the Republican nominee.
Convincing enough Democrats in the state to unify behind Gillum to compete with DeSantis could be a challenge. Some analysts say Gillum's hard-left platform may cost him the support of some moderate Democrats.
Those in the middle, whether it's independents or moderate Republicans or conservative Democrats, are going to face a tough choice in November.
But Gillum's former opponents are rallying around him. His popularity on social media has also exploded.
We went from 40,000 followers election day to almost 170,000.
That was Wednesday night. As of Friday morning, he was up to 273,000 followers. The online interest could be the first sign of unity among Democratic voters or a consequence of capturing national headlines for 3 days in a row. In Tallahassee, Jake Stofan, News Channel 7.
The Democratic ticket for statewide office includes 2 African Americans, Andrew Gillum and Sean Shaw, and a woman, Nikki Fried. Gillum hopes the diverse array of candidates will result in more Democrats turning out on election